about challenge with Justin Gaethje.
I don't think he's as crazy as me.
Justin Gaethje by first round knockout.
I really want to compete with this guy. What they gonna do? I'm gonna keep going.
There's the tap. Still undisputed. Khabib Nurmagomedov.
I know I'm going to see his blood, so I want him to see his blood, and I want to see his reaction.
I think he don't know, but I see a lot of blood.
I'm going to try to kill him like he's going to try to kill me.
I don't think blood gonna stop.
I want him to quit. I want him to know that I'm the superior athlete, the superior man.
This year, I have to defend my title.
Oh, I can't wait for this one. UFC 254, it's Saturday, an early start, 2 p.m. Eastern on ESPN. Khabib Nurmagomedov is undefeated, the lightweight champ, putting his belt on the line against our guest right here, Justin Gaethje. Justin, thank you so much for being with us this morning. So much we want to talk to you about, sir, but I want to play sound from you yesterday. Nurmagomedov was on the show. Take a listen to this, please.
Justin is very interesting fighter. He is very exciting. About his last fight, I was very impressed. It was great performance. He know how to wrestle, how to kick, how to punch. He have good experience, but same time, I feel I'm gonna make him tired and I'm gonna finish this guy. This is my opinion, you know. But I'm ready for all rounds, you know, all 5-round war. But my goal on this fight, make him tired and choke him out.
Justin, what's your reaction right there to Khabib saying that he's going to choke you out?
There's no pain in that. I'm not scared of that. All that is a nice little dream. So there's nothing there. I'm going in there to create damage. As soon as I chop his legs up a few times, he's not going to be able to, you know, explode like he wants to get to my legs, get to my hips. We're not going to be on the fence. He's going to be in a world of hurt once I touch a couple nerves in his legs.
Justin, appreciate you being on the show. I'm a huge fan of yours. Talk to me about this. Khabib Nurmagomedov is 28-0. What is it about him, in your estimation, that's left him undefeated? And what is it specifically that you think you can do that nobody else has been able to do when it comes to him?
I mean, shoot, you know, time will tell. This guy, 28-0, he beats everybody the same exact way. He is very dominant, very superior in his ability to put you against the fence and use the fence to get you to the ground. Unfortunately for him, I've been training the same thing as he has for as long as he has. Nobody is a wrestler, nobody's a grappler, nobody's been wrestling as long as he has. He has outworked everybody he's fought except for me, and that's what I bring.
Justin, ever since early UFC, what we saw was that the BJJ in wrestling was necessary. That background was necessary. And when American wrestlers figured that out and they could add striking and, you know, ground and pound and stuff, they started being very successful. You have a wrestling background, but really you're known as a striker. How did that happen? How did you go from a wrestling background to being so effective as a striker?
You know, I would say it's my athletic ability. I played every sport. Football was my favorite sport. I was a quarterback in high school. I was a pitcher in high school. Throwing a ball is the same mechanics as throwing a punch. You know, I hit so hard, and that's because, I've been working on the mechanics of throwing a punch without knowing it since I was a child. You know, throwing a ball. Me and my dad played catch, almost every week, every day. This dude was, my twin brother didn't have the same energy as me, so he had to get out there and be my play buddy.
I think anybody going up against you knows better than standing in front of you and trying to just swing blows and go blow for blow. Nurmagomedov used the word choke for a reason because he plans on wrestling you. I know you talk about that being your background, but you've got 19 knockouts in your career, if I remember correctly. Talk to me about how you're going to go about the business of taking him out as opposed to just getting in a wrestling match with him. That's not what you want to do, is it?
No, I've used my wrestling my entire career to keep this standing. The quickest way off a mat was to pin somebody. The quickest way out of a fight is to knock somebody out. I don't get paid by the minute, I get paid by the match. So I'm in there to finish it as quick as possible.
How do you use your wrestling to stay standing up? What do you mean by that?
Yeah, so, taking somebody down is just as important as not getting taken down in wrestling. Using your hips to sprawl, to scramble, those are just as important as being able to shoot a good double leg or throw a good lat drop. And in American wrestling, you are rewarded for getting out, for escaping. So again, I've been working on that for a very long time.
So it's like wax on, wax off. You were working on things you didn't even realize that you were working on, and now it's coming in handy. I want to ask you about Khabib's kind of aura of invincibility. 28 now, 18 inside the distance, best pound-for-pound fighter in the world. How do you overcome that psychologically, going in there? You said you're not scared of a little dream if you get choked out. But how do you overcome that kind of aura he has in your own mind as you prepare for the fight?
No, nobody is unbeatable. Nobody is infallible. I was 18-0, and I was undefeated at one time as well. I had 18 fights. That's not a small amount of fights to go undefeated in this sport. I had 7 amateur fights. I was 25-0 my first 25 fights. So, he would be a fool to think he's infallible. He knows he's not. He knows he can be beaten. That's why everybody's so nervous. This sport is unique. This sport is not like football, not like basketball, not like golf. There's so much on the line. You represent your family, and when someone loses, your family feels it. It's there's repercussions to losing. Not only financially, but as far as your health. Football is so dangerous, but there is a team out there to support you. Once you step in the octagon, it's you and you alone. And he will understand that I know he's human, and he will understand that he's human as soon as that fight starts.
Yeah, I mean, you were fearless against Ferguson. You took that on short notice, TKO'd him, and a lot of people thought Ferguson had the best shot at handing him his first loss. So now you're up for the challenge here. But I want to ask you about a quote I saw that you said to Mike Tyson that I find really interesting. You said that you would rather lose by knockout in a crazy fight than win by decision. How does that mentality prepare you when you head into the octagon?
I do not worry or think about things that are out of my control. Preparation, nutrition, sleep, and work, and how hard I work when I step in that gym every single day is the only things that are going to play a factor when I step into the octagon. So when I step in there, I do not worry about anything other than those very, very few things, and it makes me, comfortable. It allows me to be okay with whatever the outcome is, as long as I do my best. And I do not, and I represent myself and my family to the fullest. Then I have nothing to lose in there.
All right, I know you're focused on Nurmagomedov, and we have to let you go, so I need a yes/no answer here. But I got to ask you: Conor McGregor said he would butcher you. Could we potentially see Gaethje McGregor in the future?
He's fighting at 170 now, so he's irrelevant.
Okay, we'll leave it there. We'll be watching Saturday. Best of luck to you, Justin. Thank you so much for being with us.
Thank you, guys. Enjoy the show. Enjoy the carnage.
Oh, we will. We'll enjoy. We're here for all of it. All right, DraftKings is the leader. Okay, I love it. In daily fantasy MMA, and this Saturday during UFC 254, new players can play free for over $100,000 in total prizes when they make their first deposit. Don't wait. Just download the DraftKings app. Sign up with the promo code OCTAGON for your shot at over $100,000 in prizes only on DraftKings. UFC 254, don't forget, as you just heard, it's a special start time, 2 p.m. Eastern. The bell is on the line, and you're going to see a whole lot of carnage. You just heard Justin Gaethje.
Something when the fighter likes the violence as much as the fans, that's a dangerous dude.
I can't wait for this. All right, also, we got some NBA to get into. The Rockets owner